perfection. You appreciate any athlete that is unbeaten. You can have the respect and you can want to follow that record.
Flightline out on the track right now here on FanDuel TV. Make every moment more. And so many fans have done that by coming out here, setting their alarms, getting much earlier than they probably wanted to. They got up, but it is going to be worth the moment. And one of the special aspects of Keeneland Racecourse is the fact that you can get up close to the athletes. And on this morning, many are getting closer to Flightline than they ever thought. And he is about to go 5 furlongs, his last major workout before the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. You're seeing it here on Breakfast at the Breeders' Cup, brought to you by WinStar Farm and Keeneland Racecourse. So John Sadler is in the grandstand, and he's trying to point out exactly where Flightline is. And the sun hasn't quite come up yet, but when we showed his last work in California, we showed Juan Leiva with the lights on the helmet so we could easily identify him. But actually, we got a good view of him here this morning, even better than we saw in California.
Yeah, he has that light on once more again today. And that's all Flightline was, as dark as it was in California for the last 2 works, was that flash of light. You saw Jane Lyon of Summerwind Farm to the right of John Sadler a few moments ago. She bred Flightline. She stayed in for a piece of him. You saw Stephanie Hurones, Costa Hurones here as well, keeping their eyes on him this morning. I mean, I feel nervous. He's not my horse. And here we are watching. There's just so much anticipation for this moment. And for Juan Leiva, what a responsibility. He is a Breeders' Cup winning jockey himself. He has been the regular pilot of this horse each and every day. But right now in this moment, of course, you're thinking about how grandiose it is, but you have to just trust your body, trust the clock in your head, trust what you know from this horse, and go out there and do what you've been doing for the last few years. With
the flashing lights, it is like a 787 Dreamliner about to take off, and Flightline is doing that. I'm keeping an eye on John Sadler in the grandstand, his trainer, and he's more animated during this workout than he may be during the race itself, as he has started his stopwatch. And it's almost as if we're rooting Flightline on, but here he comes around the turn and then down the stretch here at historic Keeneland Racecourse, the most exciting horse in thoroughbred racing, Flightline, taking off with his beautiful action. Christina, although they're going 5 furlongs, do you think this horse is obviously going to finish up even more past the wire?
Yes, I think they'll let him have a big gallop out today. He does that in just about every one of his works, and it's just much of the same. He came off that work, you know, really on the bit, on the bridle. Juan Leiva let him out just a little notch coming around the turn, and now he's just going to let him coast on down to the wire. He's so effortless in the way he moves. Open up that stride, just lean down a little bit. You can hear the fans almost cheering as he breezes over our shoulder. Let's see the lead change as he's going to come into the turn and just let him get with a good gallop out. It's so smooth, you almost don't notice it. I love the way this horse carries himself. Some horses are a little bit heavier in the way they carry themselves, a little heavier in their mouth. They might kind of let the rider hold their weight a bit. He just holds himself in each and every stride. We're still kind of letting him open up this gallop out here. I mean, this is another good, strong work. Keep in mind, coming into today, he had 3 consecutive 6-furlong drills. Now the 5-furlong just sharpener to finish up. He kind of jumped back into the bridle when he passed another horse there for a moment. Still fresh, still feeling good. Perfectly executed from Juan Leiva. No traffic trouble. Remember all the drama with Latruska last year? I mean, it's every one of these little things. Keep an eye not only on what you're doing with your horse, but you're playing defense with every other horse on the racetrack right now to keep him perfectly happy and in that great stride.
Well, they'll have the official clocking in just a moment, but we know John Sadler has been clocking Flightline. Gabby Gaudet is right there. I'll be curious to see what he got on his watch and his impressions here, but certainly us as outsiders watching it, it looks like Flightline,
30 seconds
all
and that's it.
systems go. Let's go to Gabby Gaudet.
Just pull it up. This is breaking news.
Breaking news. John, what did you think of that?
Look good. We had him in, I told 1 minute and change, 26 and change. Just nice and easy, and he looked very comfortable. Wasn't going hard.
In terms of the gallop out and everything, what did you want to see today?
Just a nice just nice rhythm. We're not in any trying to do anything special. You know, just a routine work for him kind of pre-race.
All right, I promise 30 seconds. We'll let you go, John. Thank you very much, Todd.